she's brought the suit, and he's got to defend himself. And there's some very serious allegations being made against him and Wayfarer for harassment.
Power couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and actor and director Justin Baldoni. The plot of this lawsuit is actually more interesting, I believe, than the film that they made.
Ryan, I would say, in my opinion, is plausibly the most guilty party of this entire thing.
Reynolds says Justin Baldoni can't sue him over hurt feelings.
This is essentially that Ryan is actually such a good guy that he kind of had to be a bad guy.
Ryan Reynolds finds himself in the fight of his career, and this time, not even Deadpool's healing factor can save him. The beloved actor is facing a $400 million lawsuit from Justin Baldoni, with accusations flying faster than Wolverine's claws. But what turned these two Hollywood stars into bitter enemies? And why is this lawsuit potentially more explosive than the film they're fighting over? The spark that ignited this Hollywood inferno? A character called Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine, a painfully obvious parody of Baldoni that Reynolds doesn't even try to deny. This wasn't just a throwaway joke. It was a global public roasting of Baldoni's carefully crafted woke feminist image. And Justin isn't laughing. What started as on-screen mockery quickly spiraled into an all-out war when Baldoni slapped Reynolds with a lawsuit that's rocking Tinseltown to its core.
As we reported, Ryan filed the dismissal docs Tuesday, calling Justin thin-skinned for complaining that so-called Nice Pool character from Deadpool and Wolverine was mocking him. Then they say, well, even doing that, he's just thin-skinned for complaining about it. No, it wasn't just the so-called. He confirms. They say they don't dispute that the character was based off of Justin Baldoni. It was essentially Justin Baldoni. And so Ryan Reynolds admits this.
But Reynolds didn't back down. Instead, his legal team fired back with perhaps the most Deadpool response ever, essentially saying Baldoni is too thin-skinned to handle a joke. They're literally arguing that free speech means they can call someone a predator if they believe it. Let that sink in. But the real bombshell dropped when Blake Lively entered the battlefield. Reynolds' wife and Hollywood powerhouse didn't just stand by her man, she detonated a nuclear accusation against Baldoni, claiming he sexually harassed her on the set of It Ends With Us.
His attorney, Brian Friedman, has given some quotes to the press, and they were pretty scathing. I mean, you gotta admit, the guy goes hard for his client. Friedman is quoted in TMZ. Let's look at what he said. Mr. Reynolds' exploitation of his enormous power in Hollywood continues, this time arrogantly asking to be dismissed from the case despite his publicly documented involvement, extending far beyond just being a supportive spouse.
And if that wasn't enough, she alleged Baldoni orchestrated a vicious smear campaign against her after Deadpool's release.
But Brian Friedman says Reynolds trying to skate is laughable because his fingerprints have been all over the smear campaign against Justin and the Wayfarer team since day one. He adds, after lighting a match, Mr. Reynolds now seeks to run from the flames. It won't work.
First of all, I want men to stop asking the question, why do women stay?
Yeah.
Right. I want men to take accountability. I want men to hold other men accountable.
The timing of these accusations has raised eyebrows across Hollywood. Convenient strategy or long overdue truth? Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman isn't taking this lying down. He's painting Reynolds as Hollywood's ultimate puppet master, a behind-the-scenes villain using his massive influence to systemically destroy Baldoni's career. According to Friedman, Reynolds has been lighting matches and running from the flames, manipulating industry connections to blacklist Baldoni while hiding behind his charming public persona. The legal filings read like a Marvel script, except the stakes are real careers and reputations. Reynolds' team isn't just denying wrongdoing, they're doubling down, using Baldoni's own reformed dirtbag image against him. It's a savage move that's both brilliant and brutal, questioning how someone who built their brand on personal growth can sue over hurt feelings. What makes this feud particularly fascinating is the clash of brands. Reynolds, the king of irreverent humor who's built an empire on not taking anything seriously, versus Baldoni, the self-proclaimed champion of modern masculinity who gives TED Talks on feminism. Two polar opposite personas, now locked in a death grip that's exposing the carefully constructed facades of both. The power dynamics at play cannot be ignored. Reynolds commands a global fan base and Disney Marvel's backing, while Baldoni, though successful, sits nowhere near the same stratosphere of influence. When Reynolds turned Baldoni into international comedic fodder, was it punching down rather than up? Is creating a character solely to mock a real person artistic expression or weaponized bullying? The irony is palpable. Both men now stand accused of the very behavior they publicly condemn. Reynolds, who projects an image of the lovable prankster, is being painted as a calculating bully using his platform to destroy a peer. Meanwhile, Baldoni, the poster child for respecting women, faces serious allegations of harassment from one of Hollywood's most powerful actresses. Hollywood insiders are watching this unfold with a mixture of horror and fascination. This isn't just another celebrity spat. It's a potentially career-ending showdown with no signs of de-escalation. Reynolds has brought his signature snark to the courtroom, but legal experts question whether his dismissal motion, dripping with sarcasm and personal attacks, might backfire spectacularly. Behind closed doors, power players are taking sides. WME, the talent agency that once represented both men, has reportedly dropped Baldoni, adding fuel to his claims of Reynolds' industry-wide influence campaign. The lawsuit alleges Reynolds strong-armed the agency into cutting ties with Baldoni, showing just how far his reach extends. Meanwhile, the internet has become judge and jury, with fans combing through both men's past statements, interviews, and social media posts for evidence of hypocrisy. Old clips of Reynolds making questionable jokes have resurfaced, while Baldoni's carefully curated feminist messaging is being re-examined through a more skeptical lens. What started with a character in a superhero movie has escalated into one of Hollywood's most vicious feuds, with careers, reputations, and millions of dollars hanging in the balance. The lawsuit isn't just about hurt feelings or creative freedom. It's about power, accountability, and the true faces behind Hollywood's most beloved masks. As this legal drama continues to unfold, one thing is certain. Neither Reynolds nor Baldoni will emerge unscathed. The question isn't just who will win this battle, but what will be left of their carefully crafted public images when the dust settles. And in an industry built on perception, that might be the most devastating loss of all. The saga took another twist when reports emerged that Leslie Sloan, Blake Lively and Reynolds' heavyweight publicist, has been dragged into the legal crossfire. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore, it's a full-scale Hollywood civil war with PR titans clashing behind the scenes. Baldoni's decision to implicate the New York Times in his lawsuit has raised the stakes to unprecedented levels, suggesting a conspiracy that extends beyond Reynolds to the media itself. Industry veterans are watching in disbelief as two men who've built careers on being the good guys tear each other apart with increasingly damaging accusations. The cognitive dissonance is striking. Reynolds, who champions causes like mental health awareness, stands accused of ruthless bullying tactics. Baldoni, who literally wrote a book on healthy masculinity,